Good day, good day. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, it's time to look through a box. Now, this box is just a little bit of a box that I found in the pool room. Anyway, one of the things is look, it's a Commodore dust cover, and it certainly is got some creasing to it. I think what I might do to try and help it get a little better, because it should fit quite snugly, these dust covers did, I'm going to put it on this silver label 64 to keep it from getting dusty and to let the case sort of get back in shape a little bit, which may or may not work. It does seem a little testy about going on. Ooh, there we go. Ta-da! Alright. So we'll let that sort of settle itself. And then in here is a whole lot of stuff. It is. Now here, I have to find my box of stuff. These of course are DVDs that we would have recorded stuff on. And there was a time many years ago when I would shoot things for all sorts of people and stuff, whatever, and then I would hand them a CD or a DVD with the pictures on it. Now that, of course, has fallen from favor, but I have a lot of stuff still, probably on hard drives and burned away somewhere. This is interesting. It's a USB cable, and then it has a network cable on the end. And I'm not sure why, but it must have had some application. It must have. Perhaps I should start a box of strange things for Rudy, of Rudy's Retro Intel, because he does things with all sorts of machines. Here is a general power cord, line cord stuff. That I will hang on the door. What is this? Ah, this would appear to be either a way to connect two devices that probably have DB25 pins, or to extend the cable. Interesting. It is. I think it's a DB25. Definitely male and female ends. This, I think, will go into the box of things, mysterious things. Mysterious things. Here, this looks like a printer cable, or probably some sort of IBM, but would probably also work on the Amiga 2000, but not the 1000. You probably already heard this before, so stay away. Be very, very afraid when hooking a printer up to an Amiga 1000. Here is another such cable, still wrapped up, kind of discolored, but could be handy for the right application. What do we have here? Oh, okay, so here we have a DB25. Both ends are male. Once again, depending on the application, that may be just handy. It might be. I'll have to see about that. And here we have some ribbon cables. Ooh. That do something exotic here. I'm not sure what machine this goes to or from. Certainly it looks like plugs somewhere on the board and then goes to a couple of things. It gives you the option to go to a couple of things. Part of the wires are separated. And there is something on here with a barcode. PO1K1511. Da 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 da. Not sure what it's for. Could be something to do with connecting a hard drive or two. Don't know if it's Amiga related or not. And oh look, let's look inside and we'll find another one. There's some other printing on this. But this is just a one thing. Does not have the ability to do two. And what's it for? I don't know. What do we have here? Ugh. A case for glasses. But it's Ray-Ban supposedly. But it's pretty filthy. So I'll either have to see about tidying it or just sending it on its way. Now here we have, well, it looks like a DB25, and then it goes to a 9-pin, which I believe would be some sort of IBM compatible monitor cable something. I think it's 25, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh, it's 23. I think. So it's, what does this say? CD3916. I've never seen something such as this. What does this say? Property of... Let me count these. Maybe this is an Amiga thing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's 23. This could be a cable to go from an Amiga to one of the original Amiga monitors. It did have a plug like this. Interesting. This needs to be tested and checked out. It does this. Oh. Well, this appears to me to be a cable for a Commodore 128, possibly video to there, but it does seem that some of the shrouding of the cable here is missing. I wonder if I will find it somewhere else. That's what it appears to be. This will need to be looked into. It has a DIN connector and then kind of a joysticky thing, which is what the 128 needed to connect to the 1084 and other such monitors if you wanted to go to the 80 column mode. This too requires testing. Oh, what else? Aha, this would appear to be an RF modulator. It does. Would go into a VIC-20, or I suppose it would also go into a Commodore 64 if the RF modulator inside wasn't working well. And then you would plug in a cable and then plug in the switch thing, and once again, another thing that needs to be tested. What else? Oh. This appears to be something you could attach an Amiga to a PC, because on the cable it says Amiga on one end, and on the other side it says PC. Interesting. So maybe something to do with transferring information between the two machines. This needs to be tested. What else do we have here? A tangled cord. Looks like a video cord. Looks like it might even be a genuine Commodore cord, but maybe not. It certainly is robust, and it has the 3 colors. So this would be an 8-pin DIN connector, and it has the 3 colors that would typically be part of the Commodore family on monitors. I don't see a Commodore logo, and they generally did that, so it's probably some other replacement. But this too will hang on the door, and at some point I'll test it. Alright, what else do we have here? Another looks like IBM PC printer cable. It can sit there. What is this? Oh my. Okay, this looks like it is from a joystick. It has the joystick connector. There is no joystick. And then it has a number of little leads that I imagine would push onto something. How many leads are there? 2, 4, looks like 7. Interesting. Another thing for the mystery box. What is this? Ah, a phone cable. Nothing mysterious about that. It's just, I don't really need that plastic bag in there. I mean, who has a regular phone anymore? I know some people do. And another bag. More recycling. Anyway, what else? Oh, wow. Now that is something. Is it one cable? I think it is. It says 3M all over it. Is it one cable or is it more than one cable? It looks like it would be for connecting a whole lot of things together. Some sort of ribbon cable thing. Anyway, all over it proudly proclaims 3M 3490-5. And it does have little numbers on here to, I guess, show you for where you might in the whole menagerie plug this in. This too perhaps is something that needs to be sent away. What do we have here? Looks like another IBM printer cable. Or perhaps Amiga. Another thing to be assessed. Now finally, definitely, oh, almost. Hold on here. Here we have another cable. 9-pin to probably 25. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 20, yes, 25. Probably, maybe, something to do with an IBM monitor. Perhaps. Alright, and now, here is a story. It's a well-yellowed Commodore power supply for probably the 128. And, yeah, that looks accurate. I got this. See, there was a place around Toronto, it was a legendary store called Active Surplus. And I didn't know it was closing down. So I went, they had a store in downtown, but also they had a store north of the city. And I just popped in there by chance, and I saw some stuff like this. And it did seem that they were quite happy to sell it to me at a greatly reduced price. And I guess that's because they knew they were closing down. But I didn't know they were closing down. There was no sign to say they were closing down. So I was just like, oh, yeah, that looks interesting. I'll get that. So anyway, this I need to definitely test. I do. So let me just, as I put these things away, I'm going to put, this box is kind of old. It's one of the copper boxes. I'm going to put things that I don't know what they are in to be tested. I will. Interesting. So I've not made a whole bunch of progress on stuff like this in terms of figuring it out. But oh well. Things happen. So I know there was something here that said Amiga and PC. That looks like another printer cable. I will, chances are, move all this stuff into a better box. Aha, now that I need to keep separate. That, I believe, is definitely Commodore RF modulator. This says Amiga and PC. That can hang on the door. The power supply needs to be tested. What was this thing? Oh yeah, this could be an Amiga cable as well, because it's a 23 pin, not 25. And this too is something. I don't know why part of this is missing, but maybe I have it and it's sitting in the box down there, but it may be handy. It might be for an Amiga one. It's not an Amiga, for a Commodore 128. It might. So, more cables. And of course, there are many more cables to go through. I can put this box down here. It may be the start of a Rudy box. It might be. It might be. Anyway, more things to look at, more things to test, more things to assess. There's always more. But, as I say, with this pool room project, if I don't start, it'll never get done. So I gotta start. I do. I did find an Amiga 2000 down there, but I didn't bring it up yet because I don't want. I'm just working on little things at the moment. Anyway, gotta look at all these things one at a time, one at a time. Anyway, but Active Surplus, I was really sorry to see it go because they did have all kinds of cool things. They did, and they used to rent things out to movies, and it really was a Toronto treasure. But I guess, things happen. They do. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. We'll do some more of this real soon. I think it's time to take a little break and put this microphone on the charger, just in case. And we'll see you again.
That was easy.
Bye for now. Whoosh. Whoosh.